annual. We who manage the budget have the competence to allocate the resources within the time that we need the most. So we don't have a plan. I just want the amount to be increased. That's all. Once it's increased, we've considered, we've considered, we've done some analysis, and only about 30 to 35% of students completing secondary school, go to post-secondary, go to colleges and so forth. The rest of them, they go enough. So, there is a significant investment being programmed to rehabilitate, re-equip all of the vocational schools. So the curriculum is now shifting from absolute content to competence driven. So by the time you hit the 9th grade, we reintroduce the freedom and style. So you take a trade for straight 3 years. You will not be an apprentice. By the time you graduate from high school, even if you don't want to go to college, you have some hands to get some job. So those are going to come online before the end of this year. Everything is a test run. I don't know free tuition before. When we went to school, we paid $75, government paid the other. But now, the university president and other colleges will tell you, this is a test run. The government said, free tuition. You pay your registration and other fees. Yes, I know the sustainability aspect of free tuition in public institutions. It's tough. Sustainability is relative. Do we want to sustain it in 5 years, in 3 years? That is relative. That has not come to an absolute conclusion. But it has quadrupled the number of students who would not have been in school. But anyway, whether we can keep up, we have to find another way around it. Thank you very much.
If you think education is expensive, try ignorance.
Well, all is not lost. Comparing the 60s with regards to higher education in Liberia, I think we have done well. There are so many universities and colleges in Liberia. I think we have a total of 38 now. So we are doing well, but we need to do better. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I want on your behalf to thank our lead presenter and the panelists for the job well done. I think we've managed our time very well. We are within the 1 hour. Let's give ourselves a big hand. Thank you so much. Yes.
Thank you very much. The next panel hope to be even more great with time. We've been assured. We now like to call on Professor Clifford Young.
Good afternoon, Madam Vice President. All protocols observed. Today we are excited to be part of this process, and we'll be dealing with the road ahead for the University of Liberia. And our lead presenter will be Dr. Zina. And then other panelists will be discussing sacrosanct issues that will relate to meeting future challenges of the University of Liberia. Ranging from having business entities that will generate resources for the university, ensuring that our human resource capacities are enhanced, also ensuring that support staff is very important fulcrum of our university, without which we wouldn't have a viable institution. Even the welfare of the students and other matters will be discussed. We are very pleased to be here indeed. So we're going to be talking about an erudite professor, a scholar, who has contributed immensely to the growth and development of the Liberian agricultural sector. I have known Dr. Zina for years. He's an individual that has contributed immensely to academia. He has done a lot of peer-reviewed work. He has also spearheaded projects, programs that assisted the government of the Republic of Liberia in the agricultural setting. And today is managing the academic unit of the University of Liberia. All of us at the university are now experiencing the transformation that he has brought to bear. With the governance of our dynamic president, Dr. Nelson, you can see a lot of improvements at the university today. Without wasting much of the time, the erudite
Honorable Dr. Chief Joel Taylor, Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, and I'm pleased that she's an alumnus of the University of Liberia. Please allow me or permit me to stand as this in protocol for the sake of time. This topic is really interesting and befitting for our past training, because we heard this morning and clearly last week that the University of Liberia has been an integral part of our history. In fact, this topic can be a conference in itself, because there's a lot to reflect upon as we move ahead into the next 100 years of our existence. I'll just say a few things. We have knowledgeable panelists, I think 6 or 7 of them. So for the sake of time, I'll just focus on where we're heading. Then the other folks can throw the light and advise us as to where we should be going. But I'll say that in the last few years, from Madam Wills, and I want to acknowledge her, to our president, whom we are working with, we have focused on how to raise and rank our university to be among the top 20, at least in the next decade. So first, that's the challenge we have proposed to us, that we existed since 1862, and as the university since 1951, we don't have any excuse not to be ranked at least among the first 20 in West Africa. So because of that, over the last 2-3 years, we have invested a lot in human resource capacity building, and we heard that this morning. I know Dr. Holton was saying, is it the students or the teachers? We have invested, and the government is investing in the students, but if we don't have qualified professors, we're going to progress. And I was speaking of that shortly. We are also revising. When I came back as a dean, we're still using the curriculum that I used when I graduated in 1981. And I thought it was really a disservice to young people. 1981 curriculum is still being used in 2017. We are doing that proactively, revising older ones, reviewing them. Those that are going to be retained. It
is not to put additional courses, it's to shrink courses that are not relevant, because it's not adding more courses that makes a difference. It's putting courses that are reflecting the current realities. When we are revising new ones, making new ones, and I just heard from my colleagues over the last 2 days that ICT should be an integral part of our interventions. While we are doing these things, we have experienced some challenges, and I'm not going to repeat them because we've heard them. Like the professor, the minister said, these things we already know. I think our challenge is we don't want to take action. I will just reflect on few and move on quickly. Inadequate instructional materials or infrastructure. There's no reason why in 2022 the University of Liberia campus can be as it is. Anybody in government that wants to see this country grow will not be satisfied with the campus that we have at the University of Liberia. The medical school, good professors, good students, but you can't learn under the situation, the environment is not conducive for learning. It's obvious. We know this thing. Necessary for you to pay your teachers, it means you have to increase school fee, but you cannot increase school fee either because it means the department will have to close that. But they don't want to close because they have a commitment to help in the country. So they are in the catch-22. Let me just mention that in the midst of this, there are some commitments. I see them as opportunities. The government has made a commitment for example, to renovate all the campuses. They are providing easy access to digitizing university system, and also the bilateral connection with USAID is helping FAO, UNDP, EPA, etc. So I think those you see those as opportunities. Well, let me spend 2 or 3 minutes on where are we headed, the road ahead. And this is one of the areas where I think we coexist because it's not a threat to take risks. First risk is that he said the university has to go commercial. We have a core mandate to treat Liberians, Liberian young men and women. But if we don't move, we're likely to be out of business. So he has taken both risks to set up what they call, and he mentioned this yesterday, I'll just emphasize it so that we remember that the Lux Investment Corporation. The opportunities are there. We drink water every day. And I think he saw it in Cape Coast, where I spent about 8 years teaching. And I'm happy that our university is now ranked number 1 in Ghana and 4th in Africa.
Mohammed K. Kamar, Mr. Lawrence Sinta, Mrs. Sandra Berry Hall, Dr. Edna Johnny, Professor Wiade Koba Bole, and Dr. Darren Wilkins. Dr. Zina, I want to say thanks a million for a fantastic presentation. In fact, you stress very salient points that will enhance the efficiency and effectiveness with which the university must operate. You stressed investing in infrastructure. In order to develop the university, you must have a decent caseload. University assistance is indeed deplorable. And thanks to the government that has promised to rehabilitate the university. For so many years, we've seen no government to take on that mantle. We want to give credit to this current government, and we hope that they will do that soonest. It is also important to note Dr. Zina stressed the fact that there were limited number of females in our faculty, which is factual. And I think we need to gather all resources to ensure that we inspire more females to take on such responsibility. In that vein, one of the panelists spoke about ladies and females, and I differ with him very strongly because our females have the capacity to grow and develop. When opportunities are provided, they can move mountains. And so I'm not on his side. Additionally, I think the University of Liberia should refrain from this dependency syndrome. Governance cannot do it all for us. We need to start thinking, as he said, as business people, invest resources, expect returns. We also stress a very salient point that we should invest in human resources because the returns on human resources will far outweigh investment in infrastructure. And so I want to say, Dr. Zina, thank you very much. Not to waste much of your time because I know our Vice President is here and she has other engagement. I will now briefly tell you about these strong individuals, intellectuals, academicians, scholars moving and things are changing. We had my father was told me that was in a wheelchair. My dad elected me. Now I don't know what that was. I wasn't able to argue with him, but my father. But then we had the internet, and we saw the impact. We saw how former President Obama used it during his election. And then came the social media, which has changed the way we do a lot of things, the way we communicate. Social media has now made, we make presidents, we make politicians, we make senators, everything on social media. So the change is something, somebody just told me that in education, the only constant is change. So we should embrace change as it comes. We can't, change is going to come again. So we have to embrace it. We have to move away from a lot of, one of the 20, among the 20 universities in 7 years, we have to change a lot of this. There has to be a major paradigm shift in the way we teach them. We have to move away from that. Lecturer comes to class and anything he says, what if the student internalize it or absorb, and move towards an environment where the lecturer is a facilitator. That way you enhance or you bring about critical thinking or you develop you make the student a critical thinker, you build their analytical skills and prepare them for the fourth industrial revolution, which is here now. The world is going to change, we have to prepare for that. And technology, we all know, is developed. Thank you. The trustees on donation for education in Liberia, as I was informed, will be on. We are waiting.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. You ready? You ready for me?
You have 3 minutes to do your presentation.
We have two representatives here. One is John Archibald, who spoke yesterday, and my name is Carl Newhall, speaking today. Ready when you are.
I said, have you go ahead? All right. Okay. All right. All right. Sorry?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, I said you have 3 minutes. Please go ahead. You have 3 minutes to make a presentation.
Okay, thank you. Greetings from Boston. Thank you for including TEL, the trustees of donations for education in Liberia, on this panel about the road ahead. Thank you to President Way, Chairman Dozer, President Nelson, and all of the conference organizers. Thank you to Dr. Moses Zinna for your comments on the road ahead and the opportunity to provide remarks. We are proud to be here today with other distinguished panelists. I am inspired by presentations, particularly those around D yesterday and the state of higher education in Liberia today. As our president, John Archibald, said yesterday, TEL has been committed to promoting higher education in Liberia since we were founded in Boston, Massachusetts in 1850. From the founding of Liberia College to the present, TEL has raised funds and used those funds to support the leadership and academic core of what is now the University of Liberia. The Fearing funds, for example, have been used to purchase books and materials for the libraries of the university, not the least of which recently is the computer lab on the Fenville campus. We are dedicated to the future of the University of Liberia. We seek to work collaboratively with President Nelson and his administration to direct funds to the academic core. On our most recent visit in April 2019, we were excited by the developments at the computer lab, by the expansion of the library materials and technology, the professionalism of the library, and by the various visions of the future of the university we hope to help make possible. Then, and now I suspect, internet access and fiber optic connections are essential across the campuses. TDEL is committed to supporting students as well through the more recently established Rodney Armstrong Scholarship Program, as well as to the library, as already mentioned, and to the general support of the university and President Nelson. One way we can help is to connect the university with some resources, potentially grants and other contacts in the United States. Our board is very hopeful. In the past, we have hosted the University of Liberia and national leaders in Boston. In the future, we hope to continue that tradition and those opportunities to support higher education in Liberia. In the past, we have facilitated acquiring books for the university and shipping them there. In the future, we hope to send both books and to help continue to bring digital materials to the university. In the past, we have worked hand in hand with the president of the university, and now and in the future, we rededicate ourselves to working with President Nelson and all of the leadership of the university. Thank you again for inviting TDEL to participate, listen, and learn from this important international conference on the founding. We are inspired and enthusiastic about the future of the University of Liberia and hope to continue to play a vital role in the future. Thank you.
And thanks a million for that presentation and for your commitment to improving the livelihood of the University of Liberia. Thank you. We now call on Dr. Edna Johnny. 2 minutes, please.
Good afternoon, Madam Vice President. On behalf of the University of Liberia Faculty Association, I believe that moving forward and making the university a better place and in our footprints on the walls of the university. Some especially I want to
Okay, and we have anyone can answer the question. You are fine. Yeah, right? And we got 2 minutes to answer each question. Thank you very much. One question from this axis, one there, and the other extreme. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good evening, Madam Vice President. I stand on all of the protocol. My question is, and I want to thank the University of Liberia for such an opportunity. I think this shouldn't be the last that we have in this forum to talking about all of these very important issues. But I'd like to talk quickly about this portion, looking forward to what next. After these meetings, after these conversations, what is the University of Liberia going to do about it? Because for the most part, all of what has been said and on about the challenges of our university and the universities in Africa, they're not known. There are many challenges that we all are aware of, and this is the 71st.
How many, please, may I interrupt you? Please. We have Mrs. Paul. She's on the line, so please. Are you here? Are you there?
Good afternoon. Can you all hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Go ahead. You have 3 minutes to do your presentation.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. The President of the Republic of Liberia and visitor to the University of Liberia, His Excellency Dr. George Weah, the Honorable Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, Honorable